How's it going? Today we're gonna compare the Pixel 6 Pro versus the Z Flip 3. I know this is a bit weird because normally I would start my day off during daytime, but of course you can tell it's already nighttime. My friend just landed from his vacation, so the plan is that he is staying here at my place until the next day so he can check into his Airbnb. So when he lands, we're gonna grab some dinner in the city and a couple of drinks. And Mobboy just sent me their newest TicWatch, the Pro 3 Ultra, so we're gonna look at that and give you my thoughts throughout this video. But anyways, let's move on to the mic test. All right, this is a microphone test. Testing 1 2 1 2. This is how it sounds like on a Pixel 6 Pro. Testing 1 2 1 2. This is how it sounds like on the Z Flip 3. All right, let's do one more test, but this time we do have speech enhancement on the Pixel 6 Pro. Alright, so here are my thoughts using the TicWatch throughout a couple of days now. I really think that for the price you're paying for it, which is about 300 bucks, you're getting a lot for this little device. Being a more physical person, one thing I do like about it is that when I'm walking, it auto registers, and as I look at the watch, it already counts how long I'm walking. So it's nice that I don't have to manually do it all the time. Another lifestyle thing that I think is pretty cool is that on my Pixel 6, I can actually just connect it straight to the watch and use it as a camera shutter. So it depends if you are the type of person that likes to take selfies or pictures of yourself. That is something super helpful to have. I think the most important thing for me for a smart watch is a long battery life. And the thing with this watch, I get about 3 days. So if I'm going on a weekend trip, I can just easily bring this without bringing a charger with me and not worrying about the watch dying. Even the small little things like the always on display, which is something cool to have. I can just look down anytime, at any moment, and just get all the necessary information I need. There are so many things that are going on with this watch that I haven't even dove in yet because I'm more of a casual user. As long as I get my notifications and I check my calories and my workouts, I'm totally fine with it. I will be happy with it. So if you are a person that needs a lot of stuff coming out of a smartwatch, this is something to consider, especially for the price point. This is something I would totally recommend. After using these two phones side by side for 2 days, here are the things I first noticed right away. The Z Flip 3 definitely has the wider focal length, so if you are in tight spaces, that phone is going to be much more easier to use, especially if you love using the ultra wide angle lens. The second thing is the camera performance during low light, and it's so much smoother on a Pixel 6. When you're snapping pictures on a Z Flip 3, you can tell the screen freezes a bit, it buffers, and then it continues on. Whereas on a Pixel 6, it's very smooth throughout. I told my friend to take a portrait mode picture of me during dinner. Of course, it's in a low light setting, and the first thing he said was, the Z Flip 3 is much slower, or it feels much more slower. He had to make sure that his hand is more still to make sure the camera or the picture is crystal clear. Whereas on the Pixel 6, he just snapped and it was good to go. And if you love zooming in into your pictures, having the Pixel 6 Pro with the 4x zoom is a really good focal length, which I do prefer and like. It's just good enough where it's usable. It's not like a big force like the 30x on some phones, which is not that usable, but it's handy in certain ways where you just want to see things from afar. Now, from my experience of looking at these pictures side by side from the past, the Samsung pictures is obviously more contrasty, it's more punchier, saturated, which a lot of people do like, and it's much more easier to share straight from the camera app to the social media platforms. Whereas on the Pixel, I would say it's much more aggressive trying to calibrate its white balance. So a lot of things trying to force things to be white as it's supposed to be, but our eyes don't really see that. For example, when I'm at a bar indoors, these tungsten lights are going to be more yellowish. So on the Pixel, it's going to try to correct that to be white, which is not what we see with our eyes. So I get that some people don't like that look because it doesn't match what we see. On a Samsung, I guess it is much more closer to what we see with our eyes, but it's much more stronger, it's much more yellowish, where it might be too much for some people. At the end of the day, it really depends on your preference and like what colors you like, how punchy you like it. It really depends on you. So there is no correct answer here, but in terms of performance-wise, definitely the Pixel 6 is gonna be the smoother experience throughout the whole day. So that is my experience using these two phones side by side. Let me know what you guys think and which one you guys prefer. Also, if you guys are interested in the TicWatch, I do have the links down below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.